Hey guys, I know it's late, but I realized that the day got away from me. Sorry, this light is kind of funny here. Anyway, the day got away from me today. I was planning on doing this earlier in the day, but it got away from me, and if I do it tomorrow, I will have missed the whole time of it, and I wanted to try and get you guys prepared, even though it's late tonight, try and get you prepared for the awesome, exciting, hey Roberta, I was just saying I want to get you guys prepared for the awesome, exciting event happening early in the morning tomorrow, which is a full moon, blue moon, super moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse. That's a lot. That's a lot. This is like really big energy, amazing lunar energy that we're working with right now. And so a lot of you might be kind of overwhelmed, might be kind of exhausted. It's okay. Just, you're right on time. It's not a bad thing. This is an amazing, beautiful, good thing. And I wanted to say some more about it too, just to kind of get a little bit, I'm a Taurus, and I have Virgo rising, and I have a Capricorn moon. So I'm a triple earth, which means I like to get specific and practical as often as possible, despite all of my woo-woo, woo-woo spiritual stuff. You know, I like to bring it down to tangible, practical, applicable, actionable items. So, breaking it down, blue moon means it's the second full moon in the same month. Super moon means that the moon is close to its nearest approach to the earth. It's like close, it's full at, okay, so it's closest, how am I going to say this? Practically. Okay, so it's not necessarily always the absolute closest to the earth, but it's full, as close as it's going to get to the earth when it's full. So close to its nearest approach to the earth while it's full, and makes it appear larger in the sky. That's super moon. Blood moon just refers to like the red tint that the moon can get when the earth's shadow with the sun behind it is cast on it. So when the earth blocks the sun from the moon, it casts kind of a red tint to it. And the lunar eclipse, as we all know, is when the earth comes in front of the sun, the moon, and the earth kind of all align. And it blocks the light so the sun shines the light on the moon, which makes it appear bright in the sky. But when the earth comes in front of it and aligns, they all three align, then it casts a shadow on it. And this is kind of another exciting thing that I wanted to like put together for you, like connect the dots for you guys with, which is super awesome for me. I'm excited about this. If you can't tell, I'm excited about this. So, I heard a comment the other day that said, you know, people, you know, either in spiritual terms or woo-woo-ness or whatever, just symbolism, when people talk about the light and the dark, you know, sometimes there's an association of good and bad with that, but I'm not going to go there. I think everything is good to some degree, or can be. That may be a whole nother discussion to have later on. But when it comes to talking about the light and the dark, as far as like energetic terms, or like stepping into your light, or acknowledging your darkness, your dark side, your light side, the dark side, the white hat, the black hat for cowboys, whatever. So when we talk about this, I heard the comment the other day that light casts a shadow, which is true. You can go out anytime during the day and just stand there and you'll see your shadow on the ground. So when you step in front of the light, it casts a shadow. And this can become a debatable thing when you're talking about the light and the dark, or your light and your dark sides. And this is interesting. Light casts a shadow. What does that mean? What does that mean, right? So it can mean a lot of things, and all of you can probably come up with your own meaning for it. I would just want to say, be mindful of the meaning that you give it. And this is kind of an awesome meaning that I would like to share with you guys, because tonight a very, very dear and beautiful friend of mine shared with me, let me make sure I get this right. She said, you can only step into your light when you acknowledge your darkness. That's kind of a beautiful, profound statement. You can only step into your light when you acknowledge your darkness. And we have both. We all have a light side, we all have a dark side. But what's so amazing about that is when you step into your light, it casts a shadow, which is darkness. And her statement, you can only step into your light when you accept your darkness or acknowledge your darkness, is such a beautiful thing and so perfectly timed, because that's exactly what happens during a lunar eclipse. When the earth steps into the light of the sun, the shadow is cast on the moon and it creates darkness. But the beautiful thing about it is that everything is aligned. You're in perfect alignment. When you are in perfect alignment with your light and your darkness, which is what the earth is going to be, in perfect alignment with its light and its darkness, at 6:27 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, it creates an amazing, beautiful event that people are drawn to and want to see. So this applies to each person as well. Like, it's amazing when the earth steps into her light, the sun, it casts a shadow, it creates darkness, but it's perfect alignment with all three. And it's a beautiful, amazing event to watch. The same thing applies to each and every one of you. When you step into your light and you're in alignment with your light and your darkness, it's a beautiful thing and people will be drawn to it and want to see it. So that is just super exciting, and I really wanted to share that with you. So early morning hours, we have the blue moon, super moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse happening. It peaks, so it actually starts at, I wrote it in the comments. Oh, here we go. I still have it up. It starts at 3:51 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, so just starting to begin. So you don't have to wake up that early to see it, because it's going to take a little while for it to move, and you want to see the big part, like the alignment part, which is the exciting part, right? It peaks, so it will be mostly covered. It will be at its most, in its most aligned state at 6:27 a.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow morning, and then it ends at let's see, when does it end? 9:08 a.m. I'm not sure if I have that right in the comments. If not, I'll change it. Ends at 9:08 in the morning, which, you know, the sun, I don't know how well we'll be able to see that in the daylight. We might be interesting. I'm excited to see it. So you might want to get up a little bit extra early to check out this beautiful, amazing alignment between the sun, the earth, and the moon, and all of the light and all of the dark being in alignment. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm going to be getting up early to see it, so make sure you're on time to work. If it's amazing and you can still see it in the daylight, I'm not sure if we'll be able to or not. Drive safe, keep your eyes on the road, pull over if you have to. Also, it's probably not going to be, oh well, I don't know. I think some of the articles that I said, it'll be mostly visible on the western part of the U.S., Alaska and Hawaii, and then some of the western states. And then it'll also be visible on the eastern parts of, western parts of Canada as well, and then the eastern parts of Australia and Asia. So there's your tangible, practical info on the whole goings on with the moon. So blue moon, super moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse, stepping into your light and acknowledging your darkness and being in alignment with it all. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. One more thing I want to add is at the time of a full moon, this is when the moon is full. You can completely see it in the sky, and then every day thereafter until it's a new moon, it kind of goes away in the sky. You see less and less and less every day. So this is a time, you can start tonight if you want, or you can start tomorrow, because tonight we're still leading up to the full moon, because it's early morning tomorrow that it'll actually be full. So you can either do it tonight or you can do it tomorrow night, but it's a really good time to make a list of all the things that you're ready to let go of and release, that you no longer want in your life. This could be negative mindsets, negative self-talk, negative beliefs, things that are keeping you stuck, fears, physical stuff, to make a list of all of it that you want to release and let go of, and then burn it. Also a really good time to set out all of the things that you want kind of cleansed, to like cleanse all of the energy from. Could be your tarot cards, your oracle cards, your crystals, could be anything else that you want to just have cleansed of the energy that they are currently holding. This is the perfect time to do it. So either tonight or tomorrow night, and you know, if you miss it or whatever and do it the next couple nights, it's totally okay too, because for the next 2 weeks, the whole moon is kind of going away until it's a new moon. So, have a good night. Sorry I was up late with you guys. I hope you get to see this before the morning, and I'm excited for the morning. Have a good night, guys.